first up.
Well done. Well done. Well done.
Brilliant work from you. It's funny, Yashasvi. I remember talking to you after that 100 you got at the Wankhede Stadium. We saw a celebration that went like this. We've now seen a change in celebration. There's a hunger for runs. Where does that come from? Because you're the youngest to a list A double 100. Now your lowest score with 100 is 171. Have you always had that hunger for runs since you were a young boy?
Yes, I have been trying to make sure if I'm set, I need to make sure I will play as many balls as I can, and that gives me like uh, my team a really good platform also. And I always think about my team. If I bat as many balls I can, then it will help my team, and with that, I'll make sure that I'll have my intent.
There was a beautiful moment when you were getting to your double 100 where Sarfraz was celebrating your double 100 almost as if he scored a double 100.
Yeah.
How amazing was that moment for you guys, two guys who've come through the Mumbai systems from the Maidans to now batting in international cricket together?
Of course, I think I'm really happy for Sarfraz the way he has done in this game. He played really well in first inning and second inning also. And when I was playing with him, he played really good shots. And with that, I think we have been playing with each other for like from last 3 or 4 years. Then we know that how we play, and that's why we run really good in between the wickets. And of course, we were talking a lot which bowler we can go and how we can plan it. And it was really good to bat with him.
We've been calling you different things over the last few days. The new Sehwag, the Vinod Kambli against spin. Is there a switch that goes off though, Yashasvi? Because you have this ability to know exactly when to switch the ante up, and it seems like you do it on your own terms. Where are you waiting for? What is that moment you're waiting for? Because we saw a very stark difference between the first 50 and the next 50 balls that you even faced in this 100.
Yeah, but I think when I go into the bat, it's quite difficult to go and suddenly play all the shots. But when my eyes are there and I know the field, where's the field where I can play, I always think where I can put my ball. My ball should go into the gaps, and I try practice a lot for all those shots where I can play where the field is. And yeah, it's like I'm enjoying right now, and thank God that I'm trying my best.
We're enjoying it too.
Well done, Yashasvi.
So much, sir.
Wonderful double 100, second double 100 in such a short span.
Thank you so much.
But do you realize that you've created a world record of sixes in an innings?
No, sir.
Well,
I
you've
just
equalled Wasim Akram's record, and then you are the highest, 22, and still 4 more innings to go in a series.
Oh.
So where does this power come from? How did this all start? Because I think when you first started as an under 19,
Yeah.
I don't think you were hitting sixes like this.
No, sir. I was not, but I think all credit goes to Zubin Barucha, sir. He worked really hard with me, and he helped me a lot in different kind of situation. And I had done a lot of practice also, because nowadays we play a lot of three formats like one day test and T20. Then I make sure that I play all my shots when I'm on practice, and I work really hard on my practice session each and every session. I think I'm still trying, sir.
Yeah, that's great. And one more thing, you have Rahul Dravid as the coach and Vikram Rathore as the batting coach. So what conversations do they have with you? Because I'm sure when the camera panned on Rahul, when you hit those 2 reverse sweeps,
Yeah.
he was smiling. And I don't think the message that came from the dressing room wasn't something that where you would go and take on the spinner. So what was the message, or what is it, or how do you feel being
I think
with them as coaches?
I think they have been incredible. Of course, the way they have told me about my mindset, how I can think about the game, how I can read the wicket, and how I can take my game as deep as I can. And with that also, they give me all the freedom. If you think that you can play that shot well, then make sure that you are committing on it and you are playing it. And I think they know that I play sweep and reverse sweep, both the shots. They say you play, but make sure that the ball is there, then you are playing. And I think I have been enjoying. It's been a while that I have been under Rahul Dravid sir and Vikram sir. Then we have a lot of talk, and we go, means as a cricketer, I always go with the emotion. When sometimes I do well, sometimes I don't. Then that time, the way they came and the way they talk about cricket and all other things, I think it's been incredible, and I'm really enjoying it.
Yashasvi, many congratulations on all your achievements so far.
Thank you so much.
You say there that you practice really hard. What does your practice look like? Are you sort of in the nets all hours? Are you thinking about the game? Do you process the game? How do you go about that?
I think I try to create the scenario what's gonna be in the next game, who's going to bowl me, and how I can practice certain balls, and maybe I have a bit idea that how the wicket is going to behave. I don't know. I'm not sure that exactly it will be like that, but I'll try make sure that if the wicket can be like that, then I should play like that. Then I always keep thinking and talk to my seniors like Rohit Bhai and Rahul sir also, that how the wicket gonna behave and how I can prepare for the game, and how I can switch my mind. Then I think it's really important to work on my mind, and I always try to work on my mind, and then I'll try to express myself.
You're just a young man. I think you're just 22 years of age. You're achieving so much at that age. I heard you in an interview earlier. We were talking to you, and you were saying about batting big and getting big scores. I felt like I was listening to a 32-year-old. You know, your sort of mental development there about understanding, getting big scores. How have you managed to do that at such a young age?
I think if you see in India, when you grow up, you work really hard and you fight for each and everything. Even you're going and getting the bus, you have to work really hard to get the bus. You have to work really hard to go to the train and auto and anything. Then I have done that since my childhood, and I know how important every inning is. Then that's why I really work hard in my sessions, that every inning counts for me and for my team, and that is my biggest motivation to play for my country. And I just make sure that whenever I'm there, I need to give my 100%, and let's then enjoy.
So well done on your batting. But
Thank you
one
so much,
thing
sir.
that I have seen, which I want you to continue as well,
Yes, sir.
you have a natural leg spin
Yes, sir. I'm
and,
trying.
and an action.
Yes.
So don't give up on that,
No,
because
no,
you
no.
never know. You never know. You never know when that will come in handy.
We saw him warming up as well.
I know you've had a
Yeah.
back spasm. I know you've had a back spasm, but you know.
When Ash
I'm,
left, we
I'm
saw him
just
warming up
working,
too.
working so much on it, sir. I'm always going and bowling.
You know,
Tell your skipper to give a few overs.
He told me, be ready. I said, yes, I'm ready.
Yashasvi, since we have an Englishman here, you've bass-balled the bass baller, so we've got to rub a little salt into his wounds as well. Those 3 sixes of Jimmy Anderson, no one has hit 3 consecutive sixes of Jimmy Anderson. Just talk us through those, because was it premeditated that you would go after him? What was your plan there? Because you looked incredible to watch in that phase.
I think I was in really good zone on my mind, and I was thinking, if I feel like he's going to bowl there and I can play my shots, I need to express
What
my
is
shots.
there? Because there were shots all sides of the ground, so there is clearly anywhere for you.
To be honest, I think I really enjoyed. He's a world-class bowler, and I was thinking, if I go for him, I should make sure that I'm going for him. Then I was just trying my best, and it went well, and I really enjoyed that.
Just one thing, you said you felt like you were in the zone. What is the zone to you, Yashasvi? If you can put that into words, I'd love to understand. When you feel like you're in the zone, what is that feeling like? Because there's very few people in the world that get that feeling in international cricket.
Uh, when I bat, then only I understand. It's really hard to express.
I know, we just love seeing you in the zone though, so let that
So
continue
That must
on.
be
no,
knowing.
every time you go out to bat,
Yeah.
I want you to be in the zone.
I will
So
try
well
my
done,
best, sir.
Well done,
Thank
and
you
keep
so
up the
much.
good work.
Thank you so much.
Yashasvi, thank you so much.
Thank you
Another
so much.
brilliant double hundred from you,
Thank
and
you so much.